Hey, Ferrari.
It's right talk, motherfucker.
Young Dro in the building. Now, I want to take it back to the beginning of your career. Now, did you first become signed when you signed to Hustle Gang, or did you have a situation before you were signed? Because the first time I heard you was on Hustle Gang, correct?
No.
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 Okay.
I kind of went through two. I went through like a couple of drug dealers' hands. I remember rapping.
So you were signed before you went to Grand Hustle?
Yeah.
Wow.
Twice.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. I was signed to Raheem the Dream.
Didn't know that.
Type for Life Records. And Rocco came and bought the contract from Raheem the Dream. I think
Did you still go by Young Dro?
that was Dro.
You just Dro?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my first album was I Got the Dro.
Wow.
Yeah. And then by the time I got to Rocco, I was Young Dro.
Okay.
And I remember Rock buying the contract back, and we were celebrating that Blue Flame. You know what I mean? And that was a big moment in my life. You know what I mean? To be for somebody to come pay some money for me. You know, when I didn't have really a deal like that, I was still independent, but felt pretty good.
So you're signed to Rocco. At any point did you feel like, okay, I need a bigger push? Because you were signed independently, I'm assuming, correct? When did Grand Hustle come into play?
I actually, the bigger push was there. It's just that we wasn't that much experienced in the music.
Okay.
Cause I had songs with Monica, Juvenile, Turk, Bone Crusher, Jazzy Faye.
Wow.
Yeah, I had all this done with Rocco.
Okay.
So we just wasn't that experienced, and pretty much young guys just out there, and I just still had my lyrics was very good though, and I had a voice for it. And after that, that's when
Grand Hustle came around.
Yeah, Tip came to the studio one day, and he asked Rock. He was like, I need my ball here with me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, what you want for him? And they was. I guess they told me to get out so they can talk about it.
Okay.
So that happened like that, and after they got through talking, something happened, and it really didn't go that way.
So Rocco came and grabbed you from
Raheem,
and then Tip came and grabbed you from Rocco, or something of those.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now we blow up, and Shoulder Lean comes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's arguably one of the biggest records of the year when that came out.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, so we was actually, we had momentum off the day one. The Gangsta Grills were drumming.
Yep.
So when it was out, man, that was a trip for me. You know what I mean?
Now people see you. When they see you, they know who you are. You stopping for pictures.
Yeah, stopping for pictures, and you know.
Are you making? I call it street money, but are you making like hand to hand? People asking you for feature money. You are getting booked in the local clubs money. Are you making money at this particular moment? What year is this?
This is like 2000 and
like 5, 4,
5 to 6 years.
Okay.
You feel me? Not really feature money, because we was kind of stingy with our features back.
Okay.
It's why, and then but I was making some money. Yeah, I had made I got my advance, and then I really couldn't spend it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was just in a whirlwind of making money.
Okay.
So I used to have this drawer that I used to keep the bread in, and it stacked up. That shit stacked up like 100K. I was like, oh shit, I'm really making some money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So goddamn shit. After that, millions.
Okay. So now Shoulder Lean is out, and I believe that charted on the Billboard. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It charted number
1.
Wow. Okay. Excuse me. I apologize.
Yeah.
So it goes number 1 on the Billboard chart. Who is Young Dro at this particular moment? Because now I see you on BET 106 in Park. You're on MTV. You're on TV now.
Yeah,
TRL, all that. How his life has changed as soon as you get to where you're from, West Side.
Yeah.
Atlanta. It's not the same Dro,
No.
correct?
Nah. It got different.
Do you have to move out of where you grew up at?
Yes.
Okay.
We would move downtown to the 12 top floor. Yeah, North Atlantic Station, 12 top floor.
That's what I'm talking about.
We would be there, and it kind of changed for me, man. And I think it changed. It changed like my attitude. I got a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more cocky. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that all of it was good, but most of it was coming from a good place. You know what I'm saying? But in time, it kind of got wicked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we outside and Young Dro's doing this thing. The remix comes out. You're everywhere. You're getting booked everywhere. Mentally, where is Young Dro at? Because I know you said, you get a little cocky, a little arrogant. Mentally, how are you dealing with people asking you for money? Family members saying, hey, I need this. Such and such may say, I need that. And now, I see the kids is a little bigger now, so I'm assuming they're super young or on the way at that particular moment.
Yeah. So I had just had I had my first daughter already. She was like 4 or 5.
Okay.
So everybody asking for money, I'm giving it. I remember going to the bank and taking out $80,000 just to make sure everybody's straight. And sometimes I would just take these stupid amounts of money out the bank, and I'll be like, well, I'm gonna take this, have this for myself, go to the mall with this, and I got this for people that because my heart is big as Georgia, and I always made sure I gave money to the people like kids or whatever, or girls that was in stumps or whatever with their kids and trying to get, make sure they had something for school. And if you really didn't have nothing for Christmas, I would, that's what I made myself available for. And I think that I kind of drowned in that because I was trying to play God a little bit, you know what I mean? So to speak, because I would make sure that after I came from Hollywood or something, or we was in LA, or I'll come all the way back down and, spread the love. And also I would get actually caught up in those places, other situations would present themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you would be like, damn, I seen Dro a little bit too long. You feel what I'm saying? And then, and also the drugs, you know what I'm saying? So it came from a good
Where are
place.
these people now that maybe you have helped out? Are they appreciative of you still now, or?
I don't see most of them.
Okay.
I think the ones that I do keep in contact with, they were appreciative, but most of them was drug addicts. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say that they were very appreciative because
I got you.
We actually all threw the money away, at some point.
Okay.
Then but it's a lot of people that really, really, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I used this for the money. I actually got through school. You gave me some money to actually give me some shoes that probably at that point in time that, those pair of shoes might have really mattered. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's how that went.
2022. Young Dro has been through a lot.
Yeah.
Again, I will say this until I'm blue in the face, purple in the face. You're a living legend in my eyes. I look up to you. Been a fan of you since I was a young guy trying to figure it out. Definitely used your lines for lines that I thought people needed to hear, because I would come up to Atlanta in the summer, and then I would go back down to Florida and just come back with the lingo, the drip, the whole sauce. Like, you were the first person I saw in the polo, which leads me to this question. What is your infatuation with polo, Ralph Lauren? Do you know this man? Have you met this man?
Nah,
or something that you just came up with? You know what? This is something, because I've never seen anyone do it like you.
I mean, it was high school, man. I think when I was in high school,
you was wearing short shorts way before everybody else.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like the slang. Like, I didn't even own any jeans. Like, I didn't wear jeans. And
Yeah,
stuff
you wore
like that.
khakis.
Yeah, I didn't wear tennis shoes like that. Like, if I was gonna wear a tennis shoe, it was gonna probably be a Skipper, or you know what I'm saying, or a K-Swiss, or something plain. But it grew in high school, and I always knew that polo bridged the gap between poor and rich.
Okay.
You feel me? You didn't have to have a lot of money to get it, and you couldn't tell if I was either one of these things.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So, I would look at TV, and I would see rich people rock it, and then I would see, not so rich people rock it. So you really couldn't tell, and it was just classical to me. You know what I'm saying? I felt classy. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had class rocking it, and I felt that everything that I felt like Cartier's, Polo, and Jaguars went together. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you did a hell of a job making them go.
Yeah. So I mean, like it was all a thing that I pictured in my head, and then I brought it to life. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in closing, the person that you are today, man, in 2022, do you have any regrets or anything that from the past?
Yeah. I think when I picked up drugs, that was pretty much the worst thing I ever did was drugs, and to see what.
And we're not just talking about weed.
No, we're not just talking about weed.
Okay.
I indulged in a lot of different kind of drugs coming up. I mean, like to make a long story short, it's like the rock star thing. I kind of was like living that, and I thought that one night we was just gonna have fun, you know what I'm saying? And this was just gonna be that, and it turned into a habit. And I made a lot of poor decisions, indulging in those things. Nobody really explained that, hey, look, this can get bad, this can get out of hand, you know what I mean? And in the future, it kind of showed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thank God for carrying me and keeping me to the point where I'm still available to actually go on tour and do shows, and you know what I mean, and continue to gather money from this profession that I have. But that was one of the most things I regret.
Man, I appreciate you sharing that, because you didn't have to. 2022, let's talk about some music. My guy Big John sent me a song.
Yeah.
Mayans,
man.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Mayans, man. It's just like, I'm still in the street with it. You know what I'm saying? With my family is so big, man, and we just in the lingo part of the city. I'm always in tune. Just like we call money, fetty, rags, all that. You know what I'm saying? Ducats, whatever. These are terms that we put in place of cash.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Rack A's, you know what I'm saying?
So Mayans, is it $100 bills only, or is it 50s, 20s? Is it all
Mayan, all of it. You just it's like
it's a big ass knot.
Yeah, like Mayan. You have Mayans on you. You feel me? Like if you in a strip club, shout out, man, I ain't finna go to that dance with him. He ain't having no Mayan. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's just another word for money. You feel me? Young money, Mayans. You feel what I'm saying? So me and Zaytoven was actually in the studio.
So Zaytoven did the beat.
Yeah, okay. We've been actually working and back and forth, and when I was in the studio, I was like, oh man, because I think I was in HQ. We was in HQ, and Shawty was in there. Hey man, we need to do that Mayan, man, for real. My boy DT was telling me, hey man, Shawty, we got to do that Mayan song. So I mean, when I did it, man, my little kids went crazy listening to it. You know what I'm saying? And me and Zay in the beat just rocking. You know what I'm saying? So we tuned in, man. The new thing, yeah, everybody had Mayans on them. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I appreciate you pulling up, my brother. And, again, give your flowers while I got you on tape.